Sugar?
Here, what?
That.
Probably just the end.
Yeah, because animals definitely stand outside camps at night, like they're deciding on whether or not to pay rent.
Okay, I heard that one.
Mm-hmm. And suddenly I'm not having a good time anymore.
Imagine being out here in 1587. No streetlights, no radios, no way of home. Just forest, ocean, darkness, and something moving outside the camp?
Nope. Nope, absolutely not. If I hear whispering in the woods, I'm gone.
Where are you gonna go?
Honestly, into the ocean at this point.
That's somehow worse.
Ah! What was that?
See? That's exactly how they die.
I hate you. I really do.
Serious tone. More than 400 years ago, over 100 colonists vanished from Roanoke Island. No bodies, no battle, no answer. Just one word carved into wood. Welcome back to Dark Moments in History.
The show where history gets uncomfortable.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Zach.
Tonight we're going to dive into one of the oldest mysteries of American history. The disappearance of the Roanoke Colony Island.
Which still sounds fake, by the way. Like, imagine losing an entire colony. That's not a missing persons case anymore. That's a missing zip code.
And that's the worst part. There's just enough evidence to make you think you can solve it, and then it immediately falls apart.
Yay! Let's go traipse into the woods.
The story started in 1587. England wanted power, land, resources, and basically historical version of we saw property and we got excited.
Human history in one sentence.
Correct. So England sent settlers across the Atlantic Ocean to establish a
Permanent.
colony. Families, workers, children, around 115 people total.
And already that trip sounds horrifying. A wooden ship, middle of the ocean, no bathrooms. No, thank you. Definitely no. No.
I will have a diagram above me in this area showing the living conditions of the people on the boat.
You know, every time you do that, you come this close to hitting me in the face.
Okay. And
You want to hit? Anyway.
Leading the people was John White, governor, artist, map maker, and honestly, a guy who was probably stressed considerably.
I'd say he's stressed because everybody's looking at him like, so you got food? You got anything?
Not exactly. And this wasn't just business for him. His daughter was there, his grandchild too. Virginia Dare was the first English child born in America.
Which is cool historically, but also feels like a terrible sign considering how this story ends. He was a grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
How old was this guy?
46.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. He was almost dead at that point in time.
Mm-hmm. Things started going bad almost immediately. Food shortages, arguments, struggles with the environment.
Basically, everyone realizing the brochure for the New World was misleading? Can we say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Huh.
So the colonists begged John White to return to England for supplies, and he agreed.
Which is terrifying because imagine being the guy rowing away while everyone watches from shore.
Yeah, and then comes disaster. White couldn't return for 3 years.
I'm sorry, he said what now? 3 years? That's not a quick supply run anymore. That's abandonment with extra steps.
In John's defense, England was at war with the Spaniards, and ships were being used for combat, so White was stuck.
He was stuck.
Unbelievably to return.
Meanwhile, the colonies sitting there like, so is he coming back? I mean, are we screwed? What's going on?
Finally, in 1590,
I'm sorry, what?
1590, John White returned to Roanoke,
I don't like where this is going.
and the colony is empty. Empty. Gone.
Empty.
Yeah.
That's
So,
creepy.
so basically, there was people there, and then whenever he got back, there were no people there.
Okay, that's got to be creepy walking in there. Nothing's. Obviously, I'm guessing since you haven't said anything, nothing's been destroyed. There's no bodies. It's just empty.
Correct.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, homes are dismantled carefully. No signs of
Panic.
no graves, nothing. Like, at all.
So you're saying it's like everyone stood up and left like all at once, like, yeah, screw this, we're leaving?
But there was no clue.
There was nothing. Nothing at all.
One, they carved into a piece of wood, Roanoke.
You mean Croatoan.
Yeah, what he said.
And again, that is the world's most frustrating clue.
Before White left, they agreed if the colony relocated to another place, or if they were under attack, they would carve a message in it where they were going. But if they were under attack, they would basically put up a cross and say that they were attacked.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense, but was there a cross?
No. No.
Okay, now it just got a little weird.
So there are 5 theories out there for what it's supposed to be.
5.
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, that does make. What is? No,
So the first one is the colonists joined another tribe.
that makes
The
sense.
most acceptable theory is that the colonists joined the
Croatoan.
tribe nearby, which was the plan from John White. If there's a problem, there's a go.
Which makes sense. Either you adapt or you die.
Archaeologists have actually found English artifacts on nearby islands. Tools, metal objects, evidence that says the English settlers may have survived.
So the mystery might not be they vanished. It might be that they got integrated with another group of people.
Correct. Theory 2. Another theory, they tried moving the inland and failed.
So, no food, obviously. Unknown wilderness. Bad weather. Not looking good for them either way.
No, not at all. Theory 3. Some historians think they were attacked, either by a hostile tribe or possibly Spanish forces.
Yeah, but again, no evidence of a massacre, which keeps bringing us back into the mystery.
Correct. Mystery 4. And then there is the story people whisper.
Oh, yes. The absolutely not category.
It's cursed. Ghost stories. People hearing whispers in woods near Roanoke Island even today.
See, and this is what stops me from even going camping in the first place.
Imagine hearing somebody whisper your name outside the tent. In the middle of nowhere.
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't. No. What's the final reason?
Thank you. You were supposed to read that. It was aliens. They took them back to the mothership.
Bro, my buddy Josh, my brother. Remember the fucking aliens. It wasn't aliens, okay? It's not aliens, and that's not one of the theories, buddy.
Not bad. It wasn't aliens. What was it?
I swear I'm gonna... Why? Why the aliens? Come on, let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, fine. It wasn't aliens.
Are you gonna stick to that?
Yes.
Or are you just lying to me?
Nope, being serious.
Okay.
No more alien talk.
Uh-huh.
Even after 400 years, people still try to solve Roanoke's mystery.
Which honestly says a lot about how unsettling the story is.
Because there's no ending, no closing, just theories.
And one word carved into some wood. Croatoan.
Roanoke feels unfinished, like a historian hit pause on itself.
What is it with us already? We already got Chernobyl under our belt. That was paused.
Yeah.
You had to get another one that was paused?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No matter how many theories exist, aliens.
Stop with the aliens. E.T. did not show up.
Part of the mystery always survives.
You know what the creepiest part to me about this?
What?
Somebody carved that word knowing nobody around them might survive long enough to explain it.
This is Dark Moments in History.
Where the past never stays buried for too long.
But out of the darkness, the truth will be brought to the light.
Remember to subscribe, like, and follow. Hit the icon for reminders when new episodes come out.
Because if you don't hit the subscribe button, aliens will get you.
Bro. You can't threaten our future viewers with aliens. Stop with the aliens. Is this how it's going to be every time something mysterious comes up? Aliens did it.
Well, it works on the History Channel.
We appreciate everybody that listens to our very ironic rates on the subjects that we have Look forward to the future on the next episode. Next episode, we will be looking into the Revolution, the American Revolution, actually. We will also have a guest star, which is my little brother, and he's well versed in all this. So he will be appearing for the next episode for at least a couple of them.
And aliens didn't pick this one up. He just looks like one.
I'll give you that. I will give you that. He doesn't look like anybody in the family.